Welcome back to my channel where I'm going to go through all my cruelty-free empties. Some of the products were actually cruelty-free when I started them, and I double-checked them all, and some of them are not cruelty-free anymore. That's how cosmetics business rolls. So Fatty is literally sitting on all my empties, so bear with me for this video. The first one I'll do is the Eco Beauty Goodnight Moisturizer. And this has hyaluronic acid in it and like collagen producing peptides. So it's good for anti-aging, especially like a first anti-aging type of moisturizer. I liked it. It's really absorbent. It doesn't have anything nasty in it. No dyes, no fragrances. It was quite lightweight, quite hydrating, plumping. It was a really nice moisturizer. I tend to have issues with a lot of moisturizers and how they absorb, so that one was really good. And next is the chlorine dry shampoo. This is just like a little guy I got, I think, in my Ipsy bag, and this is one of the more expensive dry shampoos. I really liked it. It makes your hair very fresh feeling. It's got a nice oat scent, just very clean. But I will say, and this goes for every single dry shampoo I've ever used in my entire life, just gets kind of itchy at the end of the day. A little bit of like dandruff sometimes happening, but that could just be me too, because my scalp tends to be a little bit more on the like sensitive, like itchy side. But that one's really good. I like chlorine products. Everything I've ever tried is good. This one was one of my favorites. This is the 111 Skin. And this is sort of the serum that launched like their skincare, from what I understand. And this is like a collagen producing. It's quite an expensive serum too. Like, it's funny when you get things in your Ipsy bag and you're like, I've never heard of this company. I'm like, I have no idea what the deal is with this. Like, is this like I had no clue that it would be that expensive when I looked it up. It was like $150, I think. Otherwise, maybe I would have used it less carelessly, but it was good. I noticed some tightening, and I noticed some lines going down and stuff like that. Very nice. Good job. So Strivectin, sorry, this is like super old packaging. This just shows you how long that it's been before I've done an empties video. Strivectin is now, I believe, got the bunny stamp. So I gotta look at their new packaging, but I'm pretty sure in my training a couple weeks ago, they mentioned that they're now cruelty, like really, like when you get the bunny stamp, you're really cruelty free. So that's a pleasant surprise. And I don't think Strivectin's owned by anybody. That's the thing with a lot of these brands, is that they are cruelty free, but like if they're owned by like Louis Vuitton or Estee Lauder, you kind of have to look a little deeper into, you know, do you want to support that company? Do you consider that cruelty free? But Strivectin is on its own. So I love brands that are on their own. They're just a little bit, seems like they're a little bit more in control of like sourcing ingredients and stuff like that. I really like this. Strivectin's insane with their eye creams, because they're double the size of any other eye cream. This is a 30 ml, and it felt like it took me like 5 million years to get through. So that's the eye concentrate for wrinkles, and I did notice, like, at that time my wrinkles were less, and I'm finding now that I'm using other eye creams, I'm like, oh man, I gotta kind of go back to that Strivectin one, because that was doing the heavy lifting. Because I'm looking at my face, I'm like, okay, I kind of need Botox, like what's going on? Anyways, that one was quite good. Moving on to makeup, let me just pull that under Fatty. This is the Lise Watier Dramatic Intense. I love supporting Lise Watier because they're a Canadian brand, and they're getting a lot of hype for their V-Element mascara. A lot of people absolutely love that one. This is actually my favorite, Lise Watier. I found this very dramatic, very intense, very black. Loved it. So, and Lise Watier is like not too pricey too. I think this was like $22 or something. So not too bad. Moving on, I love Korres. This is the Wild Rose Sleeping Facial. So facial is a little bit confusing, but it's just I just used it as a cream over top my serum, and I went to bed. I didn't like take it off or anything. It's brightening. It's got the wild rose in it. I love Korres, as I just said, but like, I mean, this was fine. It wasn't my favorite. It's hydrating. I don't know how brightening it is because my skin is fairly bright. I have a hard time telling. Korres, I do find, is a very intense brand. So I did feel a little bit of irritation, but that's also like, I tend to react more to botanicals than I do to like glycolic and retinol and stuff like that. So it was okay. Like, I think this is like one of those products that would be somebody's favorite, and I can't really complain about it, but I didn't love how rich it was. I didn't always feel like, it felt a little dirty or sticky or something. But it was hydrating, and it was a good product, but I'm just not into like richer, thicker creams. But if that's your thing, you might like really, really love this. And I hate even saying anything negative, because I really like every Korres product I've used kind of blows my mind. And I think they're just such a cool brand, and their values are aligned with mine. So I kind of wish I had loved it a little bit more, but that's okay, because there's so many more Korres products to try. So this is the Essence Volume Boost mascara, which was good. It has like just like a even tapered brush. Like, there's nothing crazy going on here. I did find that reached every lash. I love Essence mascaras. Like, they really work for me, and they're so cheap. And it didn't get smudgy or anything like that. I guess I should go back to the Lise Wachee and just kind of show you what that brush looks like. So that's an hourglass brush. So that's, again, giving you like really nice volume. One of the best volume mascaras I've actually ever used. So, but again, mascara is really personal. So what works for one person doesn't work for another. This product, this is the Tarte CC Under Eye Corrector. I don't think this exists anymore. It was good. I'm never in love with concealer. Like, I don't know. I'm still trying to find my soulmate concealer, because they're just, I don't know, they're just always looking ugh. But yeah, that was good. It has color correcting in it. I don't think it exists anymore, so sorry I'm talking about this at all. This brand is Arches and Halos. I got this at Target when I was in New York. And I love pomades. I love them. But I stopped using the Anastasia one because my eyebrows were falling out. And I went back to it, and then my eyebrows were falling out again. So I'm kind of like on the hunt for a pomade that I really like. And I liked this. This is like, I'd say this is pretty much as good as Anastasia. But with a lot of pomades, like, it just dried out. Like, I'm not even finished this. I just have to throw it out because it's like done. I've tried to revive it with oil. But then that ends up being messy because oil's basically a makeup remover. So I think it was like $20 too at Target. So I'm really sad at how fast this dried out. I bought it in January, and I think I went like in May, I want to say. I went to use it again. I'd been using it here and there. I went to use it again. It was like done. The Anastasia one, I can at least like get a hoot out of it, and even though it's like kind of dry, I can still do my brows. Even like if I've had it for like a year, I can put a drop of oil, it revives. This one was like dead. So sad about that. But I will say the Arches and Halos micro pencil, their defining pencil, is quite good. So I don't want to like trash the brand or anything, because everything else about it was good. The color was good. Good pomade, but yeah, it just dries out. So it's good for somebody who's doing their brows like constantly and can get through a brow product in like 2-3 months. It's good for you. Okay, this is the bareMinerals Vital Power Infusion. I don't remember anything about this. It has California Poppy in it. I remember it being like a good texture that absorbs, but there's nothing that's really like jumping out about this one. So yeah, I got nothing there. Sorry about that one. So this is the Purifect Coconut Micellar Water. This is very good if you have dry skin. It's nice. It was like a yummy coconut scent and took off my makeup. I was kind of using it as a toner too. Didn't leave like a weird oily residue. Really nice product. I actually might buy something like that because I do like micellar waters. So yeah, if you have dry skin and you need a micellar water, that one's really nice. And with the coconut oil, it's kind of taking off, makeup residue and stuff like that. This is like an old product, like that's been around for a very, very long time. The Marcel CC cream. So it's got an SPF of 35, which, disclaimer, I never like recommend sunscreens, like that your makeup is your sunscreen and you're ready to go. Like, who knows if this is like really, it doesn't totally say if it's broad spectrum or anything. It's just titanium dioxide, and it's probably not giving you enough UVA protection. So in a way, I kind of like the titanium dioxide is in everything because people are a little bit lazy with their sunscreen, but at the same time, I meet so many people that are like, oh, I have my sunscreen on, and I'm like, girl, like that's not going to do anything. But anyways, sorry, that's just my soapbox. This was a good product for sure. Good old reliable CC cream. Did color correct my redness. It's lightweight, it doesn't look heavy, it's blendable, blah blah blah. But it's not in that like superstar level, you know what I mean? Like there are CC creams that are mind-blowing, and that's okay. I mean, it's like $30, so if you're looking for like a good solid reliable CC cream, this is good. But if you want something crazy that's really like, there's just so much choice out there these days, right? So this is like, to me, this is just like a solid 8 out of 10. Would I buy it again? Probably not, unless it was like on clearance or something. But I mean, the fact that I finished it speaks volumes, because I have 20 foundations open right now, and like, I'm insane. So the fact that I finished it kind of means that I did like it. So Pixi has a rose flash balm. I think I already threw out the actual little tube, but that's what it looks like. This is, I mean, rose is brightening and stuff like that. It's supposed to minimize redness. It's got like superfood antioxidants in it. I feel like they're trying to copy the Clarins Flash Balm, because it's literally called the Rose Flash Balm. So if you need a cheaper dupe that's cruelty-free, I mean, I've used the Clarins Flash Balm, and it's like, it is super amazing. This was not as good, but if you need a cheaper cruelty-free dupe, you might want to check that out. Pixi irritates my skin. It does, like other people, it doesn't. I work with people that like pour that like Pixi Glow serum on their face day and night, and they swear by it and they love it. For me, it's quite an irritant, and I use glycolic almost on the daily, but I found that irritating. Again, botanicals and me do not go together very well. We don't get along, and I got a little bit irritated. Nothing crazy, but I thought I'd just mention that. And it does make a good primer, though, I will say. Okie doke. So the hand chemistry, again, I threw out. Do you know what? The tube was so disgusting, I didn't want to show you. So that's actually the reason. I was working one night, and a biochemist that actually works for this company, the chemistry brand, we got to talking, and he told me, like, this is the best hand cream on the market for anti-aging. And we went into the chemistry of it and stuff like that. He was a really interesting guy. And it's very good. It's got so many different beauty awards. It's huge. It's 100 ml. Most hand creams are like 50 ml. And it was only $20. It's a steal for what it is, because you go see other anti-aging hand creams and they're like $50. So I can't even believe, I'm so sad they don't carry this anymore at Shoppers Drug Mart, because this is a phenomenal product, and it just maybe its marketing position just didn't cut it. I don't know. But it's quite anti-aging. My hands were like firmer, less lines. It's hydrating, it absorbs. I just can't say enough good things about this product. Amazing, amazing, amazing. So I actually would buy this online again. I'd say out of all the products I am talking about today, like that and the Lise Watier mascara are probably my favorites. I just have to lift Fatty up and see if I have any more. I do. Fatty was sitting on them. The E.L.F. translucent mattifying powder, I use this very quickly. And again, for me to like go through makeup, given that I have all the makeup in the world, it speaks volumes. But also E.L.F. is like tiny, right? Like you can also get through their stuff because like look at how teeny tiny that is. But it was very good. This is a really good setting powder. It didn't look powdery. It didn't go all cakey and creasy and my wrinkles and stuff like that. It was lightweight, and yeah, it like whatever it was, $3, $4, I don't know. E.L.F. I do tend to really like E.L.F. products. Very well done. And the last I will talk about is I love Delectable, like the Cake Beauty. Sorry, Fatty's like knocking things over. The Cake Beauty I love in general. I remember back in the day I bought that was the very, very first dry shampoo I ever bought, when it was like a shake bottle. And at the time that was good enough, but now that seems so crazy because it's like so messy. But they've evolved and they have different products. They branched out into shampoos and skincare, but I always buy these. They have hand creams and body creams and stuff like that. And if you like kind of like bakery sweet vanilla-y scents, like you'll like this. This one was lemon and cream. Like their scents for me are so delicious, and they are crazy hydrating. It's like a shea butter moisturizer, coconut oil. They're so hydrating. They're one of the most hydrating creams. That's why I keep buying them. I use their hand creams, but people will either love or hate you when you use their hand creams. Like I have people that are like, ooh, like who bake fresh cookies? And I have other people that are like ready to puke. So just keep that in mind. But I love their stuff. And the last thing I will say about it though is like, you got to get on this. Like once you buy this, because it's so natural and there's not preservatives like there would be in other products, like you got to get on it and finish it. Otherwise, it starts to get that like old oil smell. I think you got about 6 months when you open these things, but that's how it is when you buy natural. People complain about parabens, so companies take parabens out, but then natural things go bad faster. It's just the way it is. So, anyways, thank you so much for listening. I think Fatty just wants to say one goodbye. She was so helpful in this video, and I hope you all have a fantastic day, and thank you so much for listening. Bye bye.